Hello everyone, consultant here, and I'm back for the day two of my driving lessons. And today I'll be completing the challenge one of the tier two driving lessons. And the first one is the raising the cornering speed. So I'm guessing that today we'll be learning how exactly to perform the corners, to do the corners in the maximum speed that we can. Now, this first test, the track seemed pretty simple and straight, but I was wrong. It's not that simple. It required some techniques of brakes which I was not aware of, and that showed a massive understeer. And as you can see, I got off the track, and that did not work as I expected. Even though I did get the gold in my first try, but then again, I was not satisfied with it, so I had to try it again and see if I can avoid any understeer or oversteer and keep on track as much as possible to get even better results. So in my next try, once again, I was in there, and so far so good. No braking needed there. Now, this is the point where the brake is actually needed, and then again, I did not, which is wrong. I bumped in the fence, and just right there before even finishing it, I knew this was wrong. Even if I am getting the ball there, it's not good enough. This is not what I want. Okay. For the next try, once again, I'm going with the full speed here. Now applying some brakes, and maybe I applied the brake way harder than required, and that resulted in a silver. Once again, not good enough. So let's try this one more time and see what we can improve from here. So the goal is, what I can see here is that maybe at times I apply the brake way too hard, which actually results in a slower lap time. So I'm gonna be more focusing on applying the brake a little gently, not too gently to that would cause me an understeer and not slowing the car down to the required speed. So working on that, and so far it seems fine at this moment. Apply the brake very gently. Now turn and accelerate now. Okay, now this looks promising, and I believe I did get it this time. Yes, I did. A 238, a gold, and on track. This was really good. Today, I think this will be taking less time to perform more of the driving lessons. So the next one is raising the cornering speed part 2. For this one, I can see the track is pretty straight, but then again, you never know what's coming in. So let's see what's in there. The car is the Mitsubishi Lancer Evo. I really like this car actually. Alright, so moving forward, so far it's just a straight, trying to use the maximum width of the track as much as we can, and boom. And this one is done in the very first try. Wow, I'm surprised. I was not expecting to be done with it in the very first try, but then again, I did it. Wow, I'm really impressed here by myself. Okay, so the next one is once again the raising the cornering speed part 3, and this time we're doing it in a Lexus RCF. Now, this is particularly one of the most difficult driving lessons that I did today. I had to take many tries and turns to done. The main idea here was that I was not timing my brakes very good, or at times I was applying the brake way too hard, which again was not a good thing. So in this, I had to learn to apply the brake gently and to know when exactly to start accelerating. Okay, so in this try, after some trials and experimentations, I was able to see what exactly was going wrong, and then adjusting the intensity of my brake and acceleration, I was able to crack it. And this is where I finished this exercise with the gold in 17.975. Well, barely a gold, but it still does qualify as a pass. And yes, 2 exercises down. I don't know how much more to come. 3, 2, I guess 3 more to come. Alright, so the next is learning cornering with the focus on acceleration part 1. So from what I can see, this is actually more of adjusting or planning the apex of every corner that we get into. And apex is more like the point where you start accelerating. And the thing I learned from here is one of them, then again, is not to apply the brake very hard. In the next one, to know the point where you should start accelerating. And even when you do know the point, you need to see how fast you need to accelerate. Like, don't push the gas fully just in one go. I mean, accelerate gradually, increase acceleration gradually. That is one of the key elements to take from this exercise. Okay, so in this try, after a couple of attempt trial methods and some experimentation, I was able to do it. So very gentle brake and start accelerating gradually is the key element for today's all of the exercise, and this is what I learned today. Okay, 3 exercises down. Today I'm on fire. I am really good at 3 exercises for today. Okay, and right now this is my favorite exercise of all for today. Driving in a Ferrari, and it was really hard to control the car, and once again here I applied the brake really hard, which caused a very slower lap time, and as a matter of fact I did not even qualify for the bronze in my first try here. So as you can see, I am way above 19,250 and I failed it. Well, not a good one. Okay, so learning from the mistakes, I'm gonna try it one more time, and this time not apply brake very hard. Just try to as gentle with the brake as possible, and utilizing the maximum width of the track, I was able to improve this particular exercise and I was able to complete it. Okay, bronze, I'm getting better. Okay, in the next try, not exactly the next try, after a few tries I was mastering that. I was actually trying to see how gently I can apply the brake here, and when I was able to figure that out, I completed the track in a very good manner. And this is the one, as I told you earlier, this particular exercise, the one which excited me the most for today. And then again, 17,990, well, barely qualifies as a goal, but then again it does qualify, so I'm gonna take it as a win. Right, so the next one is the last exercise for today. Again, is the learn cornering with the focus on acceleration, part 3, and after this the challenge 1 of my intermediate driving lessons will be complete, and I'll get a new car as something. Okay, so for this we'll be at a Dragon Tail track with the Chevrolet Corvette C7, and in the very first try I applied the brake at the very first corner, and right after I had applied the brake I knew I did it wrong, so I restarted it right away because there was no brake needed there. I could not predict the track well enough, so no brake needed here. It's a perfect S corner, no brakes needed, and a bit of a understeer here, but then again I was able to keep it on track, but then again it was not good enough. 17,907. Well, it's not that bad, but then again not a gold. Alright, now in this particular try, once again no brakes needed here, a perfect S corner, and then be very gentle with the brake, just a little pint should do, and you see, no understeer, no oversteer, the car remains perfectly stable and balanced, and we finish it in 17,399, which now is a gold, and this marks the last exercise for today, and also the challenge 1 of the intermediate driving lessons. Once this is complete, I'm gonna get a new car. I was really expecting to get something not an ordinary looking car. I mean, these are all sports car, none of them is an ordinary car, so but then again I wanted something that would look really fancy, but at the end of the day I got a Jaguar which is, I don't know which category, GR3. Okay. So this was the exercise for today. This was the driving lessons for today. Thank you so much for watching the video. In the comment, do let me know how I can improve. Thank you so much. Bye.